Joining me now is the chairman of Suffolk Cricket Club, Mr. Andrew Squire. Andrew, welcome along to 98 and Out.
Thanks very much, Darren. Yeah, so thanks for inviting me onto the show. Yeah, it's looking forward to talking to you.
Absolutely. Um, big day for Suffolk cricket yesterday, with the visit of a fairly strong and talented Essex County Cricket Club at the lovely surroundings of Woolpit Cricket Club. How did they go?
Oh, it's a fantastic day. I mean, I know. First of all, obviously, many thanks to sort of Essex for playing a very strong side. Obviously, they've got their big start to the actual one day cup, which starts against Warwickshire at Chelmsford on Wednesday. And no doubt they would trying to give it a bit of a trial out for obviously some of the players to get ready for that. So in terms of white ball cricket, so it was great to have all them top talented players playing against us, and no doubt, as you know, most of our players were very keen to play against that sort of talent, which was great.
Did you wake up yesterday morning looking out the window, hoping the weather was going to hold up?
Yeah, I mean, we've well, obviously this is the third one that we've done well since I've been kind of a part, sort of chairman of the county club side of things for Suffolk. So every time, there's a lot of hard work. We look out the window, and with all the hot weather we'd had up to that point, and then looking on Sunday morning as I peeped my little head round the curtains, it was a pretty overcast day. And I know, sort of speaking to Dan Feast when they arrived at the ground yesterday, that he was saying many of the players who were driving up sort of down the A12 from the Essex squad were saying that it had been chucking down with rain, pretty much all the way there. So fortunately that missed us, and we had a fantastic bright sunny day.
It was a proper cricket match as well, in the most romantic sense of the word, with people sat on deck chairs and picnic blankets around the boundary, um, enjoying a bit of food and drink and watching a great game of cricket. And a great game of cricket it did turn out to be. Excellent talent on show, as we mentioned, and Essex featuring some of the young and upcoming stars. And the one that really caught the eye was Feroz Kushi, who was the top scorer for Essex. I think he was player of the match. But I mean, he has got roots with Suffolk cricket, hasn't he?
Yeah, no, Feroz has been brilliant. I mean, every time I mean, over probably a couple of years ago, he actually has come. We've got quite a good relationship. We've got a very good relationship with Essex, and we continually sort of ask them, and if there's any kind of talent out there that we can use in some of our games, and the number of times that he's played for us, probably a couple of years ago, he's always delivered. And I've always, personally, I've always thought he's a very talented young lad. And as we've seen yesterday, you could certainly see the talent come through. But he's done everything we've ever wanted for him to do. For us to, for when he's played, he's certainly delivered runs on a numerous occasions when he's played for us. So and hopefully that the runs that he got yesterday, will kind of help him kick on through the rest of the season.
Yeah, you see, it was certainly a statement innings, wasn't it? And on Suffolk side, I did notice Darren Ironside, who was formerly at Billericay Cricket Club a few years ago. I had the pleasure of watching him many weekends smacking the ball around.
Yeah, no, Darren is quite ironically is my home club's Mildenhall, and he actually now plays for Mildenhall. So I mean, Darren's is a fantastic cricketer, and he certainly works very hard at his game, and he had probably a little bit of a tough year last year. Things didn't kind of go his way, but he's certainly made up for that this year, and again he's a crucial cog in our wheel, with our batting lineup, and I think again it proved how talented he is. So yeah, congratulations to Darren. He, won an exceptional innings.
And of course, sort of dialing the years back a little bit, a certain Tamal Mills hailed from Mildenhall as well, didn't he?
Yeah, that's right. Yes, yep. I know Tymo very well, and yes, I mean not only yeah, a very talented young man, and probably the quickest thing I've probably ever seen on a cricket field, I can assure you. So, but no, Tymo's doing fantastic job down at to Sussex in the Vitality Blast. He's just a charming young man, basically.
He really is. And the interesting thing that I found out about him was that he didn't go anywhere near a cricket ball till he was about 14 or 15 years old.
Yeah, so I mean, it's an incredible story. I mean, he kind of was brought up in a little village called Brandon, just outside Lakenheath Air Base. Um, and yeah, he suddenly turned up at Brandon, played a few games of cricket, turned up at Mildenhall and Tuddenham Cricket Club, and the next thing you know, is part of the Essex Academy, and then the next thing he's part of the IPL. So within a space of probably about two and a bit years, he was sort of going from from playing village cricket to the highest level you can probably play. So it just an incredible story. Mhm.
Well, it does show the importance of the structure of cricket. As the hundred gets underway, the big complaint about the hundred is that it doesn't have any infrastructure. There's no pathway. But just in using Tamal Mills as an example, but there are many others. There you go from someone that's just played that gets started off in village cricket, gets picked up, gets through the academy system, goes through the counties, and ends up playing national level because there is a pathway, there is a defined uh, structure. I just think it underlines the importance of all of this and why it's so essential for county cricket, whether it's minor or first class, to survive.
No, you're spot on there. I mean, I'm an advocate for any, whatever that development pathway looks like. And I know just purely from experience from playing sort of minor counties and going through now, it's obviously the renamed brand of national counties. I've seen a number of young players go via that route, and I've also seen a number of players who have potentially like not had a great, been released from a first class county, come back down to play national counties, minor counties, and then gone back up and had fantastic careers. So, there's many pathways that are out there for young players to go through potentially the academies and into the first class, and also going through the national counties, which is obviously one of the things that we're trying to do. We're here to try and produce cricketers, to play first class cricket at the end of the day.
Yeah, uh, it's interesting, I think it's vital that this structure gets preserved. But what are the challenges you face? So Suffolk are, for want of a better term, a minor county. They're not a first class. So what are the challenges that you face at that level of cricket?
I think anybody would say that the hardest thing about it is obviously the financial part of it. Cost is key. No doubt, it's the same with first class counties. It's just trying to and probably the difficult thing is that you're continually looking to get your best players out. You know, and again, these guys and ladies are they're with they're you know they're recreational cricketers and they're working as well. So when we're playing, your Sunday, Monday, Tuesday, 3 day games, they're having to take 2 days off work. So there's a serious commitment from them. And again, you're always trying to get your best side out. So if somebody can't get a couple of days off work, then unfortunately, you have to go with what you've got. But again, just there's a new everything costs much more nowadays, and it's just the way it is. But we'll keep trying to do what we can from a commercial side to try and raise funds to do the right things for the county. That's the most important thing.
Now, the game was played yesterday at Woolpit Cricket Club. As I said earlier on, a very picturesque occasion. But Woolpit themselves are on the verge of glory, I believe. They are they within a sniff of Lords and appearing in the National Village Cup final.
Well, it's quite interesting. It's quite an interesting one because they actually played yesterday. So ironically, they managed to juggle sort of everything that was going on, and they committed themselves to the game that was with the actual date was yesterday for them to play their quarter final against Foxton Granta. So yeah, I mean, all credit to them. I mean, they were trying to get it, delayed till the following week. But they had 14 players and or 12 players and a scorer and an umpire went out to and played at Stowmarket. So they went and played at Stowmarket against Foxton Granta. Unfortunately, they lost,
Oh no.
but all credit to them though, because they could have easily just maybe just said that we've got too much going on, but we had lots of conversations about saying that you've got to continue and play those games. But I think probably maybe the Village Cup competition could have been a little bit more kind of forceful in making sure that they that they could have moved the game to next Sunday. but Foxton and Granter were quite keen for it to be played on that day. So yeah, it's the way it is.
Oh, what a shame. What a shame. Now, coming back to this game between Suffolk and Essex, it was played for the first time to contest the Robin Hobbs Trophy, and his son Nick was there to do the honours at the presentation. Lovely touch, I thought.
Oh, the whole thing was just sort of based around obviously that trophy, but his Nick was there with his wife Jen, and they were completely. I think they were pretty overawed with the whole kind of day, in terms of how it turned out, and I think it's an absolute a fantastic tribute to what Robin Hobbs has done for Essex cricket and Suffolk cricket. Really, I know that particularly from a you know, just from a sort of a national county stroke minor counties, Suffolk probably had their best couple of years, seasons when Robin Hobbs was playing for us. They won the Eastern Division, many times. So he was certainly an asset to us. And, to do what we did yesterday, which is a fantastic idea by Dan Feast, was absolutely brilliant. And hopefully we can continue that through all the age group games, Suffolk Essex games that come along, senior games, whatever those women's games, whatever they are. Then we can just use that trophy just as a sort of a reminder that what a fantastic person he was.
Absolutely, absolutely. Well, it was a great occasion with lots of runs being scored, and Suffolk made Essex work hard for their win. It was very, very close in the end, wasn't it? They got 319, chasing 347, which is very, very respectable.
Yeah, no, I mean, we kind of pride ourselves on what we call it on the one day sort of format, 50 over format. No, we believe we're one of the stronger sides at that level. But yeah, I mean, I think we were fortunate the fact that Woolpit produced a fantastic wicket, but that doesn't sort of take away the talented young players that we do have.
Mm.
And then for them to go and sort of challenge themselves against professional cricketers was a really really good effort. So yeah, I was really probably one of just a great performance by all the boys really.
And what is up next for Suffolk now? So people are having had their interest, their appetites whetted by such a great occasion. They want to keep in touch with what's going on at Suffolk, or maybe come and watch a bit more. What's coming up next?
Yeah, so the next thing is we're now into what we call our 3 day championship games. So our next game is this coming Sunday, Monday, Tuesday, and it's at Bury St Edmunds Cricket Club, and we're playing Bedfordshire. So if anybody would like to come down, we'd love to see you. So yeah, I'm sure the bars will be open in the pavilion
Very
recently,
important.
and it'll be a and the ground is fantastic there as well. So please, if you get the opportunity to come and watch us again, that'd be fantastic.
Have you got a website that people can check out?
Yes, so you can go onto the suffolkcricket.org website, and you can pick up all the fixtures on there. And then whatever games, all a list of all the fixtures of every single age group in Suffolk and women's and everything is on there. So you can find them on there, and any game that you'd like to attend would be fantastic.
Okay, well, we'll encourage everyone to do that. Andrew, it's been a real pleasure to talk to you today, and congratulations on what was an absolutely superb day yesterday. And we wish all the very best for Suffolk going forward. And I'm sure you'll pick up a few new fans that have been listening to this excellent chat.
No, thanks, Darren. And like I say, the relationship we've built up with Essex, just by this game, I'm sure hopefully we can look to try and do something more with them again for maybe next season. But obviously, thanks for your time, and yeah, thanks very much.
Brilliant. That's Andrew Squire, chairman of Suffolk Cricket Club.